Hi all. Today in this session we will check how to use tFilter column. So for that, first of all, we need a source file, that is t input file input delimited. So this is the data that I have, and let me show you the data. In that we have these four columns. One is employee ID, one is employee name, month and salary. So these are the four columns that I have in this employee salary.csv. This is the source table for me. And then after this I'll be using tfilter column, and let me connect that to this by using right click, row, main, and I'll connect it to tfilter column. So let me click on this tfilter column. Here you can see in the settings I have this edit schema. So either if I want, so what is the use of this tFilter column? There are three utilities for tFilter column. Suppose there are five columns in my source, and let's say, for example, I have the column in my source as employee ID, employee name, month, and salary. And I want to rearrange this particular column sequence in my output. First of all, suppose I want employee name, then employee ID, then salary, then month. If I want to rearrange this type of column in my target, then I can use tFilter column. If there are four columns in my source and I want to only move three columns to my target, means if I want to remove some columns that is present in source but I want to skip that in target, then I can use tFilter column. If I want to add one more column to my target, then also I can use tFilter column. So there are three utilities of tFilter column. One is if I want to rearrange this column sequence that is coming from source, I can use that. If I want to remove some column which is there in source and I don't want that to be in the target, then also I can use tFilter column. And the other one is if I have four columns in my source and I want to add one column in the target, then I can also use tFilter column. So this is what it is. So we can click on this edit schema. So you can see four columns are here. So let me do one thing. Let me just move it to the target. And let me move this particular column to the target. So here you can see I have employee ID and employee name. Okay. But I want to rearrange this particular column as employee name and employee ID. And suppose say I want to skip this month column and I want to pull this salary column to the output. And in between salary and employee ID, suppose I want to add one more column, like I just move it at the top. I'll make the column name as temp. Suppose I'm making it as temp. So here you can see I have all the things, all the scenarios covered. First of all, the column sequence is changed. Here it is employee ID, here it is employee name. But here you can see in the target, I have employee name and employee ID. I'm adding a new column in my target, which is not there in the source. I'm removing one column from my target, which is there in the source. So let me click on OK. Then I can just use tlog row. And I can click on table. I can right click source and I can connect it to tlog row. So my job is complete for using tFilter column. Let me execute it. Now you can see my target has employee name, employee ID. My source was having employee ID, then employee name. Okay, like one Samir, but in my target file, I am getting it as employee name and employee ID. The arrangement, the sequence of the column in source with compared to target is different. I have added a new column, that is temp. So as I have not, I don't have any value for this, so that's why it is null. Sorry. And then I have salary here, and I'm not including this one column, that is month, in my target. So this is the use of T filter column. I hope this session is helpful. If you think this session is fruitful, then please like and share my video and subscribe my channel. Thanks all.